everybody. My name is Annika with Astro Camp, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to grow your own crystals. All rocks are made of minerals that come together in some form of crystals, and what type of rock you have is determined by what type of crystals are growing in it. So we're going to start with some magnesium sulfate or Epsom salts. This is something you can find in any grocery store. They are already crystals, so what we are going to do is we are going to grow them into bigger, cooler looking crystals. So in your geology kit, you should have half a cup of Epsom salts, a beaker, and a stir stick. It looks a lot like a straw. You also might want to get some food coloring. This is totally optional. If you want crystals other than white, you can add color to them. So the first thing you need to do is get some really hot water. The hotter the water, the more salt it's going to hold and the bigger crystals you'll be able to grow. If you choose to boil your water, please make sure that you have adult supervision so that you are not burning yourself. I'm starting with just very hot tap water. I got my sink as hot as I could and I filled up 125 milliliters, or just barely more than half a cup of water. Now I'm going to dump my half a cup of Epsom salts. If you're using them from your box, they've been measured out for you. You're going to want to dump all of them in. If you get them from the store to recreate this, just measure half a cup. And then you'll want to stir your solution for 1 full minute. What's happening here is we are dissolving the crystals and creating a saltwater solution. We want to reach the point of saturation. That means that the water is so full of dissolved salt that it cannot hold any more. Now we might have put a little too much salt in, that's totally fine. After a minute of stirring, you might still have a few salt crystals down on the bottom, but that's okay. If your water was as hot as you could get it, you stirred it for a minute, then you're where you need to be. I did want my crystals to grow into a color other than white, so I'm going to add a few drops of blue food coloring. You can add this before your minute of stirring or at the end, and then just mix it in so the whole solution changes to another color. The next thing you're going to do is put your whole beaker inside the refrigerator. The hotter your water was, the faster your crystals will grow. And what happens is as we cool down this water, it will become more dense. The water can't hold as much when it is cooler as it could when it was hot. And so those crystals will start to grow. They'll solidify because the water can't hold them anymore. And because of how we've mixed it, they'll grow into really cool formations that are a lot more interesting to look at than those little tiny salt crystals that we had before. So put your solution in the refrigerator, check it after a couple of hours. If the crystals don't look like the way you want them to, leave it for a few more hours. You might even want to leave it overnight. If your water wasn't super hot, you're going to want to leave it for longer. If it didn't turn out the way you wanted at all, go to Walmart, get some more Epsom salts, try it again. Make sure to send us your pictures of your crystal experiments. We'd love to see what kind of rocks you grow.